Most of us can recall the specific rhythm of a Tuesday morning from decades ago, the exact weight of a backpack, or the repetitive motion of a mother's hand buttoning a coat before school. These are the small, unremarkable loops that form the backdrop of a childhood. In San Francisco in 1921, an amateur composer named Fred Margrave sat down at a piano to document one of those loops. He titled the piece, "Words, My Dear Old Mother Used to Say." For 105 years, that specific memory remained a silent arrangement of ink on paper. It sat in a family archive, a personal reflection captured in musical notation that no one alive had ever actually heard performed. In the spring of 2026, researchers used AI music generation to interpret Fred's original sheet music, translating his 1921 notation into a performed recording for the first time since the era of the parlor song. The result is a recording of an ordinary day, preserved for a century, suddenly audible. It functions as a direct window into the specific nostalgia of a man living 100 years ago. Fred's lyrics begin by tracing a literal path through his youth. He returns to the old schoolhouse that stands upon the hill, recreating the physical world he navigated as a child. He populates the scene with the objects of a 1920s commute, the book and the stone slate, anchoring the song in the tactile reality of his era. The childhood memory continues past the natural landmarks of his daily route, a small shady nook and a babbling brook. These specific details move the song away from vague sentiment. By naming the exact features of the landscape, the songwriter builds a lived-in environment that the listener can navigate alongside him. This literal map of his childhood establishes a sense of place. We see the world as he saw it, which makes the eventual shift in the narrative feel like a physical departure. In the second verse, the schoolhouse and the brook are replaced by the churchyard. The birds nest in the trees above a grave, and now the narrator is no longer a child walking to school, but an adult kneeling in prayer. This transition from life to loss is so structurally integrated into the composition that it remained the emotional center of the song even when the AI reimagined it as Motown soul or Bakersfield country. The chorus finally arrives at the words promised in the title. We hear exactly what the mother said. She doesn't offer a grand philosophical parting, she just tells him to hurry up and to make sure he has his lessons ready. The weight of the song is found in that distance. An adult mourning a mother who, in his memory, is still just a parent on an ordinary morning, making sure her son isn't late for class. To see if this specific 1921 memory could travel, the project translated the lyrics into Portuguese, testing whether the sentiment would hold up in a completely different musical and linguistic tradition. The resulting version was a fado, a traditional Portuguese style defined by a specific type of expressive melancholy. Even with new instruments and a new language, the core of the song remained intact. This diagram illustrates the concept of saudade. It is a word with no direct English equivalent, describing a state of being where the love for something that is gone becomes a permanent part of the person left behind. Fred Margrave wrote his song in San Francisco in 1921. He likely never heard the word saudade, yet by simply describing his mother's voice in the morning, he articulated that exact feeling for a family that would hear it a century later. It suggests that our most durable memories aren't the ones we save for the history books, but the unremarkable moments of a Tuesday morning that we assumed we'd eventually forget.
Oh, those happy days are past, they are gone forevermore. Still my mind with thoughts of bygone days is filled. I have seen once more at last, and those relics I adore. 'Tis the old schoolhouse that stands upon the hill, alone with book and slate, to and from that schoolhouse. They were then such happy days, and the little shady nook, close beside the babbling brook, and I seem to think I hear my mother say, although years have glided by, like the tide they come and go. In the churchyard trees, the birds all seem to nest, and the branches gently wave o'er the dew-kissed grave, where my mother now is peacefully at rest. Alone while kneeling there, I whisper soft a prayer, that her dear soul is at peace each night and every day. Then I pray we'll meet above, all the dear ones that we love, and once more I'll hear my dear old mother say, the birds are sweetly singing, the school bell now is ringing, you must hurry, child, don't fool your time away. Be sure you have your lessons. Go now, sonny, may God bless him, are the words my dear old mother used to say.
Aqueles dias felizes já passaram, se foram para sempre mais. Ainda minha mente com lembranças de outrora está cheia. Eu vi mais uma vez, enfim, aquelas relíquias que adoro. É a velha escola que se ergue sobre a colina, sozinho com livre lousa, indo e vindo daquela escola. Eram então dias tão felizes e o pequeno recanto sombreado, junto ao riacho murmurante, me parece ouvir minha mãe dizer: tenham passado, como a maré eles vêm e vão. Nas árvores do cemitério os pássaros parecem fazer ninho, e os ramos balançam suavemente sobre o túmulo beijado pelo orvalho, onde minha mãe agora descansa em paz. Sozinho enquanto ajoelhado ali sussurro uma oração, que sua querida alma esteja em paz cada noite e cada dia. Então eu rezo para nos encontrarmos lá em cima, todos os queridos que amamos, e mais uma vez ouvirei minha querida mãe dizer: os pássaros cantam docemente, o sino da escola está tocando, lições. Vá agora, filhinho, que Deus o abençoe. São as palavras que minha querida mãe costumava dizer.